Hey, I'm James Eagle, strength and nutrition coach, and today I'm going to give you the lowdown on creatine. So what is creatine? Creatine is a natural compound found in the body. It is synthesized within primarily the liver and the kidneys from 3 different amino acids. So these amino acids are arginine, glycine, and methionine. So no matter what your mum says, creatine is not a steroid. So to understand how creatine works, we first need to know a little bit of basic biology. Within our bodies, we have 3 primary energy systems. These energy systems all create an end product called ATP. So adenosine triphosphate, and ATP is the energy currency of the body. The 3 primary energy systems are the aerobic system, the anaerobic glycolytic system, and the phosphocreatine system. Guess which one uses creatine? Okay, no, so obviously the phosphocreatine system utilizes creatine. So the phosphocreatine system is our most explosive system. This is the system that is activated within the fight or flight mode. So all of these systems are used at the same time, but it's kind of like a dimmer switch. So one gets turned on more than the rest. So depending on the intensity of the exercise will depend on which of these energy systems gets utilized more. So how the phosphocreatine system works, we have stored creatine in the body. So when creatine is stored within the body, it is also stored with phosphate. And phosphate and creatine are bound together by an enzyme called creatine kinase, and they become phosphocreatine. And in the case of this buff gentleman here running the 100-meter sprint, he is primarily using the phosphocreatine system. So this is how it works. So for the first 3 seconds of that race, he would be using stored ATP. So we can store a very minimal amount of ATP, but it's about 3 seconds worth. So he's going to need to use something else. So once he's used that stored adenosine triphosphate, once he has used that energy, it becomes adenosine diphosphate, so 2 phosphates. So this is where the PCR or the phosphocreatine system comes in. So phosphocreatine, it swims in, it doesn't swim in, but it comes in and it donates its phosphate group, and then that adenosine diphosphate becomes adenosine triphosphate, and it can be used again as energy. So this is how the phosphocreatine system works, but it can only be used for around 10 to 15 seconds. So this is why the phosphocreatine system is very good for 100-meter sprints like this hunky gentleman, or just very explosive movements. Anyone can benefit from taking creatine. Creatine has been researched across the board from very young children to very old adults. The older adults are probably going to benefit more than the younger children. So as you do start aging, you start to lose muscle mass. So by taking creatine, this can help prevent that. Vegetarians and vegans, they could also benefit from taking creatine, as they will not be getting it in their diet, as it does come from animal products. And creatine, the amount of creatine stored within the body is very dependent on who you've chosen to be your parents, so on your genetics. So some people have more creatine stored in the body than others, and this is why some people are responders and some people are non-responders. So there are 2 ways of taking creatine. You can either load creatine, so you will take 15 to 25 grams every day for 7 days, and this will fully saturate the muscle. So this will be good if you have an event. If you don't already take creatine, you have an event and you want to utilize the phosphocreatine system in that event. Or if you don't have an event, you can take 3 to 5 grams every day for a month, and this will also fully saturate the muscle. And then after you've done either the loading or just the 30 days, you carry on taking 3 to 5 grams every day, and you do not need to break off creatine. Creatine is possibly the most researched sports supplement out there. It is very, very safe. So I would personally recommend giving it a try, see if you like it. And if you have any questions, drop them down below, and I'll see you when I see you.